Hey, what's up guys? It's Mark A. Brownlee here, and today we're diving into the 7 crucial factors you need to consider before buying a new mobile. Choosing a new phone can feel overwhelming. There are tons of options out there, each with its own set of specs and features. But don't worry, I'm here to break it all down for you. In this video, we'll cover everything from operating systems to battery life, camera quality, and more. By the end, you'll be equipped to make an informed decision and find the perfect phone for your needs. Let's jump right in. First up, we gotta talk about operating systems. The two main players are Android and iOS. Android, developed by Google, offers a ton of customization options. You can tweak almost every aspect of the interface, from widgets to launchers. Plus, with Android, you've got a wider range of phone choices from different manufacturers like Samsung, Google, OnePlus, and more. On the other hand, we have iOS, Apple's closed ecosystem. iOS is known for its simplicity and user-friendliness. It's intuitive, it just works, and it's got a really polished feel. So, which one's right for you? Well, if you value freedom, flexibility, and having a ton of choices, Android might be the way to go. But if you prioritize simplicity, a seamless user experience, and that tight integration with other Apple devices, iOS could be your winner. Think about how you use your phone on a daily basis. Are you someone who loves to tinker with settings, install custom themes, and have a different home screen setup every week? Android might be your jam, but if you're more about picking up your phone, knowing exactly how to use it, and having a smooth, consistent experience, iOS could be the better option. It really boils down to personal preference. One thing to consider is the app ecosystem. Both Android and iOS have massive app stores, but some apps are exclusive to one platform or the other. For example, you'll find iMessage and FaceTime only on iOS, while some Google apps might have more features on Android. It's worth checking if the apps you use most are available on both platforms, and if there are any significant differences in features or functionality. Another factor is the update cycle. Apple typically releases major iOS updates once a year, and all supported iPhones get the update simultaneously. Alright, let's talk battery life. I mean, what good is a phone if it's always dead, right? Nobody wants to be tethered to a wall outlet all day. When you're looking at battery specs, pay attention to the milliampere-hour rating, or mAh. Generally, the higher the mAh, the longer the battery should last. But keep in mind that other factors like screen size, processor efficiency, and software optimization also play a role. Don't just focus on the battery capacity though. Charging speed is equally important. Look for phones that support fast charging technologies. We're talking about those chargers that can juice up your phone from 0 to 50% in like 30 minutes. A lifesaver when you're on the go. Consider your usage patterns. Are you a heavy user who's constantly gaming, streaming videos, and scrolling through social media? You'll need a phone with a beefy battery and fast charging capabilities. But if you're more of a casual user who primarily uses their phone for calls, messaging, and light browsing, you might be able to get away with a smaller battery. It's also worth checking out battery-saving features. Many phones now offer various modes that can help extend battery life by limiting background processes, reducing screen brightness, and optimizing performance. Let's be real, the camera is one of the most important features of any modern smartphone. It's how we capture memories, document our lives, and share experiences with the world. When you're comparing camera specs, don't just focus on megapixels. Pay attention to sensor size, aperture, and image stabilization. A larger sensor can capture more light, resulting in better low-light photos and videos. A wider aperture, represented by a smaller f-number, also allows more light to reach the sensor, further improving low-light performance and creating that nice blurry background effect known as bokeh. Image stabilization helps reduce blur caused by shaky hands, resulting in sharper images and smoother videos. Check if the phone has multiple camera lenses. Many phones now come with ultra-wide lenses for capturing expansive landscapes and telephoto lenses for zooming in on distant subjects without sacrificing detail. Some phones even have dedicated macro lenses for capturing stunning close-up shots of insects, flowers, and other tiny objects. Alright, let's talk storage. In a world of 4K videos, high-resolution photos, and storage-hungry apps, you're going to need ample space to store all your digital goodies. When choosing a phone, consider how much storage you need for your apps, photos, videos, music, and other files. If you're someone who loves to shoot tons of photos and videos, download movies for offline viewing, or install a lot of games, you'll definitely want to go for a phone with more storage. Phones typically come in various storage options, starting from 64 gigabytes and going up to 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, or even 1 terabyte for those who need a massive amount of space. Think about your usage patterns and how much data you typically store on your phone. It's always better to have more storage than you need than to run out of space later on. Check if the phone has expandable storage options. Some phones allow you to increase the storage capacity using a microSD card. This can be a great way to add more space without breaking the bank, especially if you plan on storing a lot of media files. However, keep in mind that not all apps and games can be stored on external storage. Some apps might require you to store at least part of their data on the phone's internal storage. If you're planning on using expandable storage, make sure to check the phone's specifications to see how it handles apps and data on external storage. Now let's get under the hood and talk about the processor and RAM, the brains and memory of your smartphone. These components are crucial for determining how smoothly your phone runs, how quickly it responds to your commands, and how well it handles demanding tasks like gaming and multitasking. The processor, also known as the chipset or SoC, system on a chip, is the main engine of your phone. It handles all the calculations and processes that make your phone tick. A more powerful processor translates to faster app launches, smoother animations, and better overall performance. RAM, or random access memory, is like your phone's short-term memory. It stores data that the processor needs to access quickly. The more RAM your phone has, the more apps and processes it can keep running in the background without slowing down. If you're a power user who demands the best possible performance, look for phones with the latest and greatest processors and ample RAM. These phones will be able to handle even the most demanding games and apps without breaking a sweat. For casual users who primarily use their phones for browsing, social media, and light gaming, a mid-range processor and a decent amount of RAM should suffice. You don't necessarily need the most powerful specs on the market to enjoy a smooth and responsive experience. Pay attention to the number of cores and clock speed when comparing processors. More cores generally mean better multitasking capabilities, while a higher clock speed indicates faster processing power. We interact with our phones primarily through the display, so it's crucial to choose a phone with a screen that's both visually appealing and comfortable to use for extended periods. When evaluating display quality, consider factors like resolution, screen size, aspect ratio, refresh rate, and panel type. Resolution refers to the number of pixels packed into the screen. A higher resolution translates to sharper text, more detailed images, and an overall crisper viewing experience. Look for phones with at least a full HD, 1080p, resolution for a good balance of sharpness and battery life. Screen size is a matter of personal preference. Some people prefer smaller screens for one-handed usability, while others opt for larger displays for a more immersive multimedia experience. Consider how you use your phone and what screen size feels most comfortable for you. Aspect ratio refers to the ratio of the screen's width to its height. Most modern phones have taller aspect ratios such as 19:9 or 20:9, which provide more vertical screen real estate for browsing, reading, and multitasking. Refresh rate refers to how many times per second the screen refreshes the image. A higher refresh rate results in smoother animations, more responsive gaming, and an overall more fluid user experience. Last but not least, let's talk about price and value. Smartphones come in a wide range of prices, from budget-friendly options to premium flagships that cost a small fortune. It's essential to set a budget beforehand and choose a phone that offers the best value for your money. Consider what features and specs are most important to you and prioritize accordingly. Are you willing to compromise on camera quality for a more affordable price? Or is battery life your top priority even if it means spending a bit more? Don't be afraid to look beyond the big-name brands. Many lesser-known brands offer excellent phones with impressive specs and features at more competitive prices. Do your research, read reviews, and compare prices from different retailers to ensure you're getting the best deal. Think about the long-term cost of ownership. Some phones might seem affordable up front, but come with expensive repair costs or limited software support. Consider factors like warranty, durability, and the availability of software updates when making your decision. Check for deals, discounts, and trade-in offers. So there you have it, the 7 crucial factors to consider before buying your next mobile. Make sure to hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech content. Remember, choosing a new phone is a personal decision. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. By considering your individual needs, priorities, and budget, you can find the perfect device that enhances your mobile experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.